Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Her personality is key. Her personality. Now, I know it's fellas, let's just be real. Y'all know a lot of times when we deal with that woman, it's primarily physical. It's primary physical. We ain't approaching that woman because, she's such a good human being or anything like that. We approaching it because we want her to back that thing up. Shoot, she got those big breastises. Shoot, she got that nice face. She might have those nice lips. Y'all know what y'all want those lips for. And not necessarily to kiss your lips. Got the butt dunk, got the nice legs. It's purely physical. It didn't even matter what her style is. Some guys, that woman she could be wearing a potato sack. As long as that potato sack show her basic shape. Yeah, shoot, we go into it. Shoot, we might even go into a trance. Right? And that's just our nature overall. That's just our nature. Even when guys, get to a point, they have a choice between women. They checking out the body. Even guys who are very intelligent. We don't ignore it. And that's cool. That's part of it. And really, that's a part of... women shouldn't actually get mad because of that, because that's the thing that draws to them. Not because they have money or anything like that, but her body. Now, all that being said, her personality is still key. Her personality is still key. And I'm going to tell you what. Yes, you can be attracted to her and physically turned on by her. I know I have to be turned on, and that's normal. But you still got to get along with her personality. That's what the key is. That's what the key is. You can't be that type of man. Let me give you an example. You can't be that type of man. Say you ambitious, right? You ambitious. You got an abundance consciousness. You on your path. You on your mission. You on your purpose, as some coaches will call it, right? And you out there doing your thing. All right, you see that woman, she fine and everything. And some guys will mess with her anyway. They'll mess with her anyway. But her personality doesn't click with yours. Her personality isn't complementary to yours. And some guys will still push through anyway because she got a fat ass. And I've said that before as a joke, but let's be real. Some guys will push through anyway, still deal with her. But the woman ain't really compatible to him. In fact, she might have the type of personality that is toxic. Now, y'all know I don't go in on women on this channel, but I will call out some things that need to be called out. Now, it's not all these women out here, but it's a significant number who are just straight up toxic. And if she got a toxic personality, she gonna kill your shit. I don't care how fine she is. She could be a dime. And she could be a consensus dime. Not like one of those women just look better than what's in your immediate environment. She could be physically one of those women who you could take anywhere on the planet and a man going crazy over her physically. But for you, she could be toxic. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You that guy, you making that money, you doing some positive things, you moving up, you got your plan to conquer the world, or at least your sliver of it. And that's good. But shoot, she might have a toxic personality where her plan, well, it's two things. It's two very important things. And I'm gonna have to, like I said, I don't usually go in on women, but when I do, I'm just calling out what has to be dealt with. One, just because she's incompatible with you and what your plans are, she will mess up with who you are. She'll start fucking with your personality. Because remember, what did I always say? I say a man make love to a woman's body, but a woman make love to a man's mind. And what she doing is, see, a woman's thing is to affect you emotionally. Now, in the previous podcast, I said, we need to be logical and rational, but you still got the emotional aspect. Her thing is to get you to follow along her agenda. That's a woman's nature. That's a woman's nature. Now, if your agenda is to travel, your agenda is to make that money, your agenda is to do some great things, but she ain't down for that. But you get in a relationship with her anyway because your one weakness is you ain't looking at her personality. she'll mess your shit up. Because the whole time you trying to go someplace, she'll be like, "Oh no." You be like, "Well, yeah, let's go to this place. It's a business meeting." She's like, "Oh no, I can't go." Or let's work on this business, start this business. Oh no, she ain't supportive. Or even if you get the business started, she ain't really helping out because that's not where her personality is. You know, because her agenda is just to sit back and chill out. Like I've told this story before. There was a very beautiful young lady I dealt with for a minute. Very, I mean, gorgeous. Yeah. And this was back in the 90s, right? Like she was tall, had light eyes. It's like if Instagram was around then, she'd have got a big following, had the body, everything, and it was natural. That was a scary thing. It was very natural, right? And she'd have made a good wife. I actually thought about it for a minute. But then she didn't have any ambition beyond having a house and a couple kids. That was it. That's all she wanted. And I remember I talked to one of my buddies. I even mentioned it to him. He said, "Yeah, you can't mess with her because Rom, you trying to do some major shit." Because at the time, I had some political aspirations. I could have been complaining about President Wills if I stayed on a certain path. Seriously, President Wills, or at least Senator Wills. Y'all would have been complaining about him. But, that's another story why I ain't get into politics. But anyway, right? Thing was, she wasn't compatible. She was sweet and everything, but she wasn't compatible with what I wanted to do. Her personality wasn't there for it. That's key. So, and then if I got in a relationship with her, just because of a woman's nature, it's always been you to her agenda. It'd have been a conflict. It would have stopped me from getting places. Indeed, a lot of men don't get to a place in life because the women isn't supportive of them. Like if a man really trying to do something, he got to have that woman fully supportive. Now, the second instance, and I've talked about this term before, demon lovers, especially female demon lovers. You got some females out there, they will intentionally fuck up a man's soul. Let me say that again. They will intentionally fuck up a man's soul. They'll say he's a good guy trying to go someplace. And because of the hatred they have for men, they will get with that guy and intentionally fuck him up. Indeed, women like that intentionally break up marriages. They're deadly. And for the metaphysicians, I ain't sure their souls are human. And I'll leave it at that, And for the women listening, yeah, they got some male demon lovers too. But the thing is, that woman, she still want her agenda, but her agenda ain't just to like live a certain way different from what you doing. Her agenda is to fuck you up. That's very key. Very key. So a man, when you dealing with that woman, yeah, she got that killer body. Yeah, you want to throw pin her legs back and all that. Yeah, that's cool. But you got to see, okay, what's on her mind? Because that shit can mess you up long term, even in a short term thing. It might be that woman shit feel good. She said, "Oh, baby, you don't need that condom. I'm on birth control." All of a sudden, you got a baby with her. All of a sudden, you got a baby with her, and then you stuck with her, and then she got a way to get her agenda still. And you got it, but the key is the personality. Like when a guy is dealing with a woman, first of all, her personality need to be compatible with yours. And then you also need to have an idea about her agenda. Because, yeah, you can get in a relationship with a woman and you can hold your own. You can fight her agenda, but do you want a relationship where it's a constant battle all the time? No, you want somebody on your team who's complementary to who you are. That's why personality is the key. Shit, let's be real. You can find a fat ass anywhere. They're actually more common than people think, despite what people want to think. But to find that personality that clicks with yours, willing to follow your lead, complementary, her very agenda is to support your agenda. No, and that's not as common, and that's why the personality is the key. Her personality is the key. All right. So anyway. That's all I got for now, y'all. I want y'all to think on this, all right? So I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.